Good morning, Gene.
Good morning.
It's just another beautiful day.
Well, considering all, not bad.
No, not the morning's definitely the best part of the day.
Yeah, we're still getting a break, and that's hard to believe.
Yes, but there is an excessive heat watch in effect for the rest of the week in the valley.
That starts tomorrow, right?
Well,
maybe Wednesday.
Anything over 110, the National Weather Service says excessive heat watch. 115, they go with warning.
Well, boy, things have changed. Would have been, anything over 125.
Yes.
Probably a little extreme.
Yes. Oh, well. Anyway, hey, new study out. It shows sales of soap, deodorant, and personal hygiene products have plummeted during the lockdown.
That's scary.
Yeah, I guess if we're lucky, the virus will choke to death on body odor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's truth in that.
And another study shows sales of ice cream have surged during the pandemic.
I can believe that.
Yes. Well, when you're bored, when you're stressed, you eat.
Comfort food, they call it.
Yes. Oh, well. Anyway, I got kind of caught up in that a little bit, not with ice cream, but, with all the inactivity and the stay-at-home orders and everything else, I put on 5 pounds and, after working hard to get rid of it 2 years ago.
Uh-huh.
So, got to go back into, let's start eating a little bit better. Let's cut out the snacks. I know you're bored, but that doesn't mean you need to open a fresh bag of Cheetos. So, we're working on it.
Cheetos. That one, there are many other things that would be worrisome for me to get started eating, but Cheetos would not be one of them. I've never liked them.
I love them, and the orange that they leave on your lips, your mustache, and your fingers.
The red hot Cheetos, okay.
No. The traditional crunchy regular Cheetos, you can keep the flaming hot and the other stuff. No, just the traditional ones.
Well, but so I don't do either, and you're right. Whether it be the yellow stuff, the original, or the red,
no,
off of the red hot, they sting.
I do not mind, hot as long as it's flavor. And, things like the flaming hot Cheetos, they just go for the hot. There's no flavor that goes with it. Oh, well.
Well.
We can change the subject in whichever Cheetos you prefer. Today is Scotch Day, so Cheetos and Scotch.
Yeah, Cheetos and Scotch.
Yes.
That might be a craze that would get started, and you wouldn't believe how popular it might become.
Yes. Let's start right now. No, I don't have any Scotch, so. Oh,
yeah.
Well.
Probably should scratch that.
Yes. It's also Creme Brulee Day. Okay. Creme Brulee.
Creme Brulee.
Yeah, it's kind of a pudding that you burn.
Yeah. Well, you talk about something that has calories.
Yeah, but who's counting, right?
Woo. Yes, sirree.
Oh, well. Anyway, we want to acknowledge the passing of Regis Philbin. And some of us remember when Regis Philbin was in San Diego.
I remember that.
Yes.
I remember watching him off of an antenna
on
in the country.
KOGO, Channel 10.
KOGO, yeah.
Yep.
I would say Regis Philbin and Johnny Downs.
Okay. And a lot of people don't understand that at about the same time Regis was starting in San Diego, so was Raquel Tejada.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Who changed her name to Raquel Welch.
And I believe that I believe that Regis Philbin was a alumni of San Diego State.
No, Notre Dame.
No? Notre Dame. No?
Notre Dame. Oh, yes. Very much would let you know about that.
Because they had the school of, broadcasting back
Yeah, I
then.
remember it well. I attended.
But no, I did not know. But
No,
I feel sorry for him. He went to Notre Dame, so.
No, he was a proud Notre Dame alum. For that matter, apparently had said at one point he wanted his ashes scattered over the campus.
Over the campus?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not going to happen.
I was going to say, I don't think that. And a lot of people would like to talk to the family if that ends up being a possibility, I'm sure.
Yeah, I not going to happen, but it has happened. People will surreptitiously.
Oops.
Yeah, they'll do it on the sly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very sly.
Yes. Oh, well. And birthdays. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. TV producer Norman Lear, 98, still on the cutting edge. Actor John Plachette is 78. Actor-director Betty Thomas, 73. Maureen McGovern, 71. Actor Roxanne Hart is 66. Comedian Bill Engvall is 63. Actor Julian McMahon, 52. Actor Nicolaj Coster-Waldau is 50. Actor Shamus Deaver, 44. Actor Jonathan Rhys-Myers, 43. Actor Taylor Schilling, 36. Actor Olivia Allen Lynn is 13. Local birthdays. Let's celebrate our KXO birthdays. Happy birthday, Denise Gonzalez, Ruben Fernandez, Angela Yarnell, Karina Romero, Christopher Rees, Leticia Moreno, Richard Jimenez, Loretta Valadez, Tracy Sosa, Anna Morillo, Gabriel Padilla, James Haley, John Jutzel, Lisa Sanchez, Megan Kosciuszko, Musette Maris, Socorro Urias, Stephen Beltran, Tracy Pessel, Aaron Navarro, Jose Montez, and Sydney Campos. Happy birthday. Well, we acknowledge all our birthday people. Yesterday was Mick Jagger's birthday. He made it to 77. Can you believe it?
That's hard to believe.
Yes. Well.
That goes well with that song, Start Me Up.
Yes. Jumper cables.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. We've got news if you're ready.
We're ready, Roy.
World and California news headlines to begin with, brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. For sales, for service, call the experts at Lock Air Conditioning.
CBS News special report. The White House confirms National Security Advisor Robert O'Brien has tested positive for the coronavirus. Correspondent Stephen Portnoy.
It's not clear how or when he was infected, nor is it known when he was last around President Trump, who spent the last 3 days in Bedminster, New Jersey, before arriving back in Washington last night.
The White House says O'Brien has mild symptoms and is working from a secure location off-site. Moderna has begun late-stage human trials of a potential vaccine. How do the rest of us feel about it? CBS's Lisa Mateo.
A new CBS News survey shows if a vaccine for coronavirus were to be released this year at no cost, only 30% of Americans say they would get one as soon as possible. Half of the country say they would consider it, but would first wait to see the results from others. And 20% say they would never get one.
ESPN says tonight's Marlins-Orioles game is off after a total of 14 Miami players and coaches tested positive for COVID. CBS News special report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Lock Air Conditioning wants you to protect the things you care about. Protect your family with the air scrubber that utilizes Active Pure, certified technology to protect against airborne and surface contaminants. Clean, deodorize, purify, and protect not only your family, but your home. The air scrubber installs easily to your heating and cooling system, and it's made in the USA. Call Lock Air Conditioning now for details. 760-353-4501. Lock Air Conditioning, and protect the things you care about. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. A fire in Huntington Beach on Sunday burned 62 acres and forced some residents to evacuate.
See the smoke, and it was like, that's pretty close to our house. So we got on bikes and kind of came over to see where it was. Could see the flames.
Fortunately, there were no injuries and no homes burned. With Republicans set to unveil details of their proposed stimulus package to deal with COVID-19, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said during an appearance on Face the Nation that Congress simply can't go on its August break without dealing with the issue at hand.
We can't go home without it. But it's so sad that people should have this uncertainty in their lives.
Pelosi said Republicans are ignoring the pain that will be caused by the end of the extra unemployment benefits. Well, fans can't attend baseball games this season because of COVID-19. The LA Dodgers are helping fans enjoy ballpark food at home. A new service called Home Plates will deliver everything from Dodger dogs, garlic fries, and other fan favorites. The service is currently only available in Hollywood and West Hollywood. Steve Clausen, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning for all your air conditioning needs. Repair, replacement, it's Lock Air Conditioning and custom sheet metal.
O'Reilly Auto Parts has everything you need for summer car maintenance, and our professional parts people can help you find the best oil change supplies for your car. Get 5 quarts of Valvoline Max Life motor oil and a MicroGuard filter for $28.99, plus a $7 gift card after mail-in rebate. For your summer oil change, stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Now that we're getting back on the road, the stops we make seem more special than before. Stop to see a friend. Stop at your favorite store. Stop at the places you missed most. And to keep you going between those stops, there's Shell. Stop in to fill up with our best fuel ever. Save with the Fuel Rewards program. And to get snacks and essentials that can save you even more at the pump. That's just a few of the ways Shell helps you make the most of the stop you need to make. See full terms and conditions at fuelrewards.com.
It's page 1 of the local news. Page 1 is service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Monday morning, the numbers released by the Imperial County Health Department, they were released Saturday, show 181 deaths attributed to the disease. That's up from 173 on Friday. The number of positive individuals jumped 100 from 8,967 to 9,067. The number of active patients jumped from 990 to 1,199. The number of patients in ICU beds remained constant at 20, while the number of patients on ventilators also stayed the same at 13. As of Saturday, Calexico has accounted for 2,823 of the total cases. El Centro, 2,387, Brawley, 1,537, Imperial, 783, Heber, 408, Holtville, 382, and Calipatria, 252. Well, in other news, speaking of COVID-19, OptumServe, they have a community testing site. In fact, there are 3 of them. There's one at the Brawley Senior Center, Veterans Memorial Hall in Imperial, and at the Calexico Community Center Senior Hall. Testing is available at no cost to all residents of all ages. The tests are by appointment only. To schedule an appointment, you can go to ihi.care/COVID testing or call 1-888-634-1123. All sites are open from 7 a.m. till 7 p.m., but are closed from 12 to 12:30 and 5 to 5:30. So get tested. KXO News Time, 7:44.
It's Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 2 locations in the Valley, on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro, and in the Brawley Auto Plaza, Highway 86 and Julia Drive. Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. They're open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. till 6 p.m., Saturdays 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. And Quick Lane has the best prices on name brand tires, guaranteed. Just ask your Quick Lane advisor for details. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro.
In other local news, a cattle call theme contest. It is underway. The Brawley Chamber of Commerce is hosting the contest. Cattle call is in November. The deadline to submit a theme in the contest is July 31st. That's this Friday. To enter the contest, go to the BrawleyChamber.com. Entries will be judged on creativity and originality. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 2 locations in the valley. In the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Joliet Drive, on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
No child in Imperial County should go hungry. This is John Levada for the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Living in a food-insecure home makes it difficult for children to perform efficiently in school and to face the challenges of being a child. I urge you to help these kids. Donate to the Food Bank's Backpack Program. Recipients are children who rely on school meals and risk going hungry on weekends when they're away from school. The IV Food Bank Backpack Program. Donate online at ivfoodbank.org.
It's page 2 of the local news and in-depth weather, brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for life insurance, health insurance, or retirement planning.
A multi-alarm fire destroyed a historic El Centro building. El Centro Fire Department responded to the abandoned Elks Lodge at 2nd and State Streets shortly after 3 p.m. on Saturday. On arrival, firefighters found the building fully involved, and they activated a second alarm. Shortly after that, a third alarm was issued. Firefighters and equipment responded from Imperial County Fire Department, Calexico, Brawley, Hopeville, Westmoreland, and Imperial Fire Departments. Also responding was Naval Air Facility El Centro and Centinela State Prison. Firefighters battled the blaze with temperatures in the 106-degree range. The building was a total loss, but several adjacent structures were protected from major damage. The building housed the Salton Sea Lodge for many years. Photos of the fire and its destruction are available on the Kxo Radio Facebook page. Well, many counties in California have been able to reopen services such as barber shops, beauty salons, and nail salons with outdoor service, but Imperial County is not at that stage yet. Where we are on the governor's list of criteria to move to the next stage of reopening the economy? You're asking that question. Well, KXO's Carroll Buckley visited with Imperial County Chief Executive Officer Tony Rojodas and Environmental Health Chief Jeff Lamore, and got the answers to where we are, where we need to be, and what we need to do to get there. The interview is available as a podcast on the KXO website. That's kxoradio.com. It's also on the KXO YouTube channel. Well, the Imperial County Public Health Department announced that 3 additional mosquito pools have tested positive for St. Louis encephalitis, or SLE, and West Nile virus locally. The mosquito pools were collected in the city of El Centro near West Main, in the area of Noffensinger Road and in the area of Noffensinger Road in Nyland. The samples were collected between July 20th through the 21st, and results were received July 23rd. Locations in Brawley and Imperial that had previously tested positive are now negative. So far this year, there have been no confirmed cases of human infection from either of the viruses in Imperial County. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
David H. West Insurance has been helping residents in Imperial Valley for many years with their insurance needs. David, Jose, and staff are trained professionals who can help you make the right decision with your insurance coverage, from health, Medicare, and most importantly, a life insurance plan. How much life insurance do you need and what's your monthly cost? We'll call David H. West Insurance today to make an appointment and get a free quote on a life insurance plan that's right for you and your family at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
According to the National Weather Service, the Imperial and Yuma valleys will remain dry as moisture and monsoon conditions remain farther east. High pressure will build across the Arizona desert during the week, resulting in a return to well above normal temperatures with an excessive heat watch in effect and below normal precipitation chances. 110 the high yesterday, 79 the low. Sunny and hot today with a near 111 high. Light and variable wind becoming east-southeast 5 to 10 miles an hour this afternoon. Clear tonight with a low around 82. West-northwest wind 5 to 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 20 miles an hour. Tuesday will be sunny and hot with a high near 113. West wind about 5 miles an hour, then turning out of the south. Right now we have 90 degrees already, 23% relative humidity, wind out of the south-southeast at about 3 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news and weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage. David H. West Insurance Services.
Today's indoor forecast calls for 78 degrees and a strong chance of comfort and saving money. That's the word from your Imperial Irrigation District, who encourages you to set your air conditioning thermostat to 78 degrees or higher to help you save money on your electric bill during the summer heat. You can also use floor or ceiling fans to create more indoor comfort. Just remember that fans cool people, so turn them off when you leave a room. For more energy-saving ideas, check out iid.com/summer savings.
It's sports time. Well, yeah, and in sports, you still can't get away from the COVID-19 pandemic. The Miami Marlins home opener against the Orioles today has been postponed. Well, yesterday, 4 Marlins players tested positive for the coronavirus, including that day's starter, Jose Urena. Now, 8 more players and 2 coaches with the Marlins have tested positive. The Marlins are in Philadelphia, continuing to undergo testing after their weekend series there. And, that's going to happen. It's going to continue to happen. Scores yesterday. Diamondbacks nipped the Padres 4-3. Kirby Yates did not have a good day. The Braves beat up on the Mets 14-1. Giants dumped the Dodgers 3-1. Marlins mauled the Phillies 11-6. Yankees edged the Nationals 3-2. Tigers topped the Reds 3-2. Indians over the Royals 9-2. Rays, they went 10 innings and beat the Blue Jays 6-5. Orioles topped the Red Sox 7-4. Twins beat up on the White Sox 14-2. Mariners nipped the Astros 7-6. Pirates 5, Cardinals 1. Cubs bombed the Brewers 9-1. Rockies over the Rangers 5-2. And the Athletics, they aced the Angels 6-4. Meanwhile, Justin Verlander out with a forearm strain. He says, no, he's not out for the season. We'll just have to wait and see.
The Polaris Summer Sales Event is here. Take a cross-country adventure with Polaris General. Kick up some dust in a Razor side-by-side. Discover the freedom of the legendary Sportsman ATV. And get more done with Ranger, America's favorite off-road workhorse. Enjoy rebates up to $1,000 on the off-road's best during the Polaris Summer Sales Event at Liberty Motorsports, 1999 South Arizona Avenue. Offer valid in U.S. through 6/30/20 on new 2016 through 2020 vehicles. Offers vary by model. See dealer for details. Always wear a helmet. Never drink and ride.
And in other news, the NFL says players who attend high-risk events and contract coronavirus face team discipline, and they will lose their pay. High-risk events, an indoor nightclub with more than 15 people, an indoor bar with more than 15 people, other than to pick up food, an indoor house party with more than 15 people, any professional sporting event other than applicable NFL games or events, they're not going to adhere to that. No, these guys have been entitled most of their lives. They're going to go where they want to go and do what they want to do. That's it for Sports Time. Stick around.
Since 1901, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has provided the finest printing and copying services from start to finish. When you choose Imperial Printers Rocket Copy, you can feel confident in our expertise and personal attention to your project. We have a team of professional graphic designers ready to take your ideas and make them a reality. From promotional merchandise, full-color brochures, blueprints, and high-speed copies to business forms and everything else in between, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers dependable and affordable quality printing. Thank you for choosing locally owned and operated Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. We have convenient locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
It's financial news and weather. It's all brought to you by Imperial Valley's Roto-Rooter. When drains don't work, they do. Well, the Dow Jones Industrial is right now up 132 points at 26,602. S&P 500 is up 20 at 3,236. The NASDAQ is at 10,492. That's up 129 points so far. Gold jumped up $41.40 an ounce to $1,938.90. And oil down 59 cents a barrel at $40.70. The durable goods orders climbed in June, and that appears to be a good sign. The orders climbed 7.3% in June as automakers surge offsets the Boeing weakness. The orders for durable goods lasting at least 3 years rose strongly in June for the second straight month. Orders for new cars and trucks leapt 86% last month as automakers made up more lost ground after getting slammed early in the pandemic. Orders are still 25% lower in the first half of 2020 compared to the same period a year earlier.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialists. Roto-Rooter offers full services, from hydrojetting to camera inspection. Water heaters, faucets, garbage disposals, anything that's clogged up. They'll take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 53 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789. That's 352-6789 or 344-2533 in the North End. Roto-Rooter. When drains don't work, we do.
It'll be sunny and hot today with a high near 111, light and variable wind becoming east-southeast 5 to 10 miles an hour this afternoon. Clear tonight with a low around 82. West-northwest wind 5 to 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 20 miles an hour. Tuesday, sunny and hot with a high near 113, west wind about 5 miles an hour. We are looking at 90 degrees downtown El Centro, 23% our relative humidity. Wind is out of the south-southeast at about 3 miles an hour. Your border wait times getting better. 6 lanes, a 50-minute wait downtown, 10 minutes at the Century Lane, 45 minutes pedestrian gate. At the east port of entry, it's about a 40-minute wait, no waiting sentry. It is an hour at the ready lanes. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you this morning by Roto-Rooter in El Centro and Brawley. When drains don't work, they do.
This is Jesus Escobar, Supervisor, District 1, and Calexico Mayor Bill Hodge. Do you want our communities to be strong and grow, and to have proper political representation?
Do you want our communities to get their fair share of millions of federal funds for schools, hospitals, emergency services?
Go to my2020census.gov or call 844-330-2020. Make Imperial Valley count.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
CBS News is next. It is brought to you by Julie Oliver with Dickey Insurance Services, your Imperial Valley Allstate agent.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Capital One Bank.
I'm Steve Kaith, and it's a day of solemn tribute and symbolism in Washington. As the body of the late Congressman and civil rights icon John Lewis has just arrived from Alabama, CBS's Nancy Cordes on the path it's taking to the U.S. Capitol.
First, the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial on the National Mall. It was King who answered a letter from the teenage Lewis, brought him into the movement. The casket will also pause at the African American Museum of History and Culture, which only exists because Congressman Lewis spent 15 years reintroducing the bill to establish it. The casket then proceeds to Black Lives Matter Plaza near the White House, which Lewis made sure to visit 1 month before he died.
President Trump's national security advisor has the coronavirus, as we hear from White House correspondent Stephen Portnoy.
This development is another dose of reality for the West Wing as Robert O'Brien becomes the first member of the president's senior staff to test positive. It's not clear how much contact O'Brien had with Mr. Trump before he contracted COVID. Anyone who's in a position to get close to the president is supposed to be regularly tested here on site.
There's word the Miami Marlins home opener tonight against Baltimore has been postponed as a virus outbreak has hit a dozen players and 2 coaches on the team. The drug company Moderna and National Institutes of Health are testing their new virus vaccine candidate on thousands of volunteers this week. Here's CBS's Vicki Barker.
The first of a planned 30,000 volunteers have begun getting the experimental vaccine. The crucial question, whether more people getting placebos or dummy shots go on to develop COVID-19 than those getting 2 doses of the real vaccine.
A CBS News poll indicates 30% of adults would get a vaccine right away when it's available. 50% would wait and see. 20% would not get vaccinated. CBS's Paula Reed tells us the path to a new virus aid package from Congress is bumpy.
Republicans have floated the idea of possibly doing a narrow piece of legislation and then going back to deal with some of these other issues. But Speaker Pelosi has flatly rejected that idea, signaling a long road ahead.
The $1 trillion GOP plan to be unveiled later today in the Senate. In Portland, Oregon, flashbangs, pepper spray, and tear gas were used on protesters.
The reason that we're out here is because Black Lives Matter, and the feds need to get out of town.
One person suffered a gunshot wound in a park near the protests. Target is joining Walmart in closing its doors Thanksgiving Day, ending a 10-year tradition of jump-starting Black Friday sales. Wall Street, the Dow is up 109. This is CBS News.
Brought to you by Capital One. Capital One's banking app lets you manage your money anytime, anywhere. This is banking reimagined. What's in your wallet? Capital One N.A.
And now a game of Commercial Chicken, brought to you by Progressive, where we see how long Flo can go without talking about insurance. Ready? Go.
So, traffic has been crazy lately, right? And rush hour? Forget it. Nobody wants to let you merge onto the highway. But hey, somebody let you merge or you wouldn't be there, so drivers who switch to Progressive could save big.
Okay, you win. We can't help but save customers money. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Soak up the sun with Banana Republic Factory. We've got hundreds of new arrivals from 1999. Shop summer dresses, bright shirts, easy shorts, and more. Find your nearest store or shop online. Only at Banana Republic Factory.
Hi, I'm Bruce Fabrizio, inventor of Simple Green, the iconic cleaning formula known around the globe. Try a Simple Green product today, and if you're not 100% satisfied, I'll refund your money. Visit us at simplegreen.com.
The government says orders for big-ticket manufactured goods rose more than 7% in June, a second large increase in a row. Getting back to business in a pandemic can be costly.
While small businesses are excited to reopen their doors, the expenses they're taking on to ensure the safety of their customers and employees is affecting their bottom line. Some are spending the equivalent to a month's worth of profit on things like plexiglass shields, air filters, protective equipment, and sanitizers, and wonder if it's worth it with the threat of more lockdowns. Yelp estimates that more than 132,000 local businesses on its site have closed shop since March. Lisa Mateo, CBS News.
In a TMZ interview, Football Hall of Famer Mike Ditka says about athletes who kneel during the national anthem, they should, quote, get the hell out of the country. Ditka was outspoken when Colin Kaepernick began kneeling in 2016. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
We all love an expert. We've got a roof expert, a plumber, a great mechanic. The list goes on. Imperial Valley Allstate agent Julie Oliver is your local insurance expert that knows the community. You'll get advice that you can trust to help you select coverage that's best for you. So whether it's protection for your car, home, boat, motorcycle, or more, Julie is here to help. Call your local Allstate agent Julie Oliver today at 760-353-5800. That's 353-5800. Julie says, please stay safe and healthy. You are in good hands. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability.
CBS News brought to you by Julie Oliver with Tiki Insurance Services, your Imperial Valley Allstate agent for home, life, or auto insurance. Call Julie today.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
Danger, excitement, mustaches. It's time for another episode
with Carroll Buckley, AM 1230 KXO.